Good morning, one and all, and once again, welcome back to the channel. As you may know, Hoodie 1.0 has recently been announced, and it is jam-packed with lot of amazing features. Again, one of the amazing features that I personally loved is the secondary index. In this short video, we are gonna take a look at what a secondary index is, and we're gonna do a simple hands-on lab. So let's begin with a very simple definition on what is a secondary index. Secondary indexes allow user to create indexes on columns that are not the part of a record key columns in Hoodie tables. For record key fields, Hoodie support the record index. Secondary index can be used to speed up queries with predicates on the columns other than the record column. So now we know the definition. Now let's do a simple lab on secondary index. Now to do the lab on secondary index, you can follow these steps. I have a docker compose.yml file which will spin up MinIO as our object store. You can also use your local file system if needed. Your Hive metastore, and this Postgres is going to be used as a backend, right, for the Hive metastore. So the first thing that you want to do, docker compose. I'm going to spin all the containers up. As you can see, all my containers are now up and running. Now open up Chrome. I will bring this on the screen, and let's head over to localhost 9000, and here if I go with the username admin and the password as password, I can see my object store and I do not have any data into it. Now let's understand the next step. So now we're going to spin up Spark SQL and we're going to learn about the secondary index in Apache Hoodie. Okay, so I will head over to my notes section quickly. Gonna export my Java home here, and now I'm gonna start the Spark SQL on my machine. The important part is gonna be this particular package, or.apache.hoodie :hoodie -spark 3.4 -bundle _2.12 :1.0.0. So you need that particular package, so make sure you add that. And then we just set up the access secret and the S3 endpoint and the basic settings. Okay. So now I will come here, start the Spark SQL shell, and here you can see I have my Spark SQL shell ready. I can say show databases, right? I do not have anything right now. I just have a default database, as you can see. Now let's take a look at the lab. So I will head over to lab 1, and the first thing that we will do is we're going to create this table called Hoodie index table, which is going to be partitioned by CD. Okay, and now if you go to the object store, you will see the default table name and the .hoodie folder. Now let's insert some mock data into it. So I will insert some data into it using Spark SQL. Okay, cool. And now if I again go to my MinIO, I can see those Hive style partition and the respective Parquet files inside that. Now what I want you to do before, again, in this particular table, the primary key we chose was UUID, right? Now let's say I want to speed up queries on my on the column rider, right? So Apache Hoodie 1.0 allows you to create those secondary indexes that we talked about. And the way you can do that is, first you're gonna say set Hoodie metadata enabled to true. I will set this flag to true. And then of course you can create a record level index on UUID, right? Which is a part of our record key, right? But look here, I'm also creating that on the column rider, which was not the part of the record key, right? So create index, and this is a good naming convention to follow, IDX underscore and the column on which you're creating an index. So we are creating this index on the rider, right? And this is the name of the table, Hoodie index table. I will copy that. And very easily you can create the secondary index. As you can see, the index was created, right? I can issue a command show index over here. Here you can see I have those two indexes over here, right? And now I can query this particular index. So if I just do this, and I can of course see the data. And now if you try to go to Spark UI, right? I think it's a localhost 4040. Here, number of file reads is 1, right? So here you can see how you can use secondary index and speed up your queries, right? With that being said, I will also leave some of the resources in the description section below, and I will cover more amazing, fantastic features of Hoodie 1.0 in the upcoming video. With that being said, keep smiling, keep programming, and I will see you in the upcoming next particular video.